Washington, D.C. It's another beautiful autumn weekend here in the city. Ember and I have a weekend full of fun DC things to do. It's gonna be a little bit more chill and most of it's gonna be outside because this is the last window of good weather, basically until May. So it's end of October right now. Yeah, in about 6 weeks it's gonna become freezing and be cold until the end of April. So we're gonna enjoy things like the autumn leaves, walking around the monuments, sit outside at some cafes. Again, another weekend full of fun, safe things to do here in the city, and I hope you enjoy. So if you haven't watched my other DC vlogs, recent ones, you'll know that my lease is up here in the city in March. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do after that. It's just like not set in stone. So I have a bucket list of everything that I want to do over the next like 5-ish months, and I want to get it all done because I don't want to leave the city with any regrets, and I want to know that I like squeezed everything that I wanted out of it. And I encourage you to do the same. No matter where you live, you probably won't be there forever. You probably won't. So make sure that you do everything that you want to do. You leave it knowing that you got everything you could possibly get out of it, everything from sights to restaurants to little everyday things that you always push off doing, to also how it grows and develops you as a person. We've got some beautiful trees, the Washington Memorial. Right over there is the itty bitty White House. Yes, that is the White House, and some more beautiful trees. So these were the leaves that I saw driving in the car the other day. Obviously, everyone had the same idea I did to kind of take pictures of them before they fall, because after the leaves change color, there's a very small window before they end up all over the ground. So we have the World War II Memorial back there. That's what those fountain things are. Of course, we have DC runners. I don't really understand them, but more power to you. My purse, which I'm obsessed with, my purse is making it look like I'm wearing like a 2013, sorry, now I'm yelling because there are cars on the street. My bag is making it look like I'm wearing a 2003 preteen top, but just my bag, I promise. I grew up in Southern California and Florida, so I've never lived in an autumn season until I moved to DC in 2017, and I am obsessed with it. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And even just like the temperature changing, I think it's so magical, and I never want to be without autumn, ever, ever, ever. It means so much to me because, you know, grass is always greener. What you didn't grow up having, of course you want to have. It's like, it's just always the opposite, and now I love it. I never, ever want to not experience an autumn for the rest of my life. We've decided to do an impromptu walk through my favorite park in DC. It is the Constitution Gardens, and it has this beautiful pond which reminds me of the Serpentine in Hyde Park in London, which makes me love this whole park even more. It's just very idyllic, classic. I feel like the closest I can get to a European park while in the United States. So I ran home to change really quick, get into something more comfortable for the evening, and now I'm walking to the Wharf, which is an amazing area for like mainly restaurants. There's some shopping as well, but I live really, really close to it. I'm never one to like crave a salad. It's just not me. But this one restaurant has the most amazing salads I think I might have ever had, and sometimes I do crave them, and I'm craving them tonight. So I'm gonna get the salad, go home, edit some videos, maybe this video, and have a really relaxing Saturday night in. So I also stopped into my favorite Cuban restaurant on the way home. It's called Colada, and I am obsessed with their sweet plantains. They are to die for. You can't see it because I'm wearing a mask, but that was a chef kiss. But they were out for the day because that's how many people wanted them. So even though I can't get them tonight, just a hot tip, the sweet plantains at Colada are to die for. They're literally sold out today. All right, it's time to pull out the goods. Oh my goodness. I got the steak and blue cheese salad this time. Wow. Pouring myself some wine to go with my steak salad. I'm drinking Josh, which I'm obsessed with Josh Cellar wines. The Chardonnay is to die for. You know, it's Saturday night, so we're gonna use our red wine glass, even though we're drinking white, because we want it to be bigger. Cheers. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. So I'm going to eat my dinner, maybe watch a little bit of TV, but I might just jump right into editing some other videos. I know one I have to edit actually is a London video from last year, which, by the way, I should probably say right now, I'm so happy because I just booked another ticket to go back to London in November. I'm just elated. I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited to be back. I'm just gonna go over for a quick pre-Thanksgiving trip to see my boyfriend. Last Thanksgiving, I actually spent it in London and it was one of the best days. My boyfriend and I, we went to a restaurant that had a Thanksgiving theme menu and it was a blast. It was one of my favorite nights that I spent in London last year, and it was one of my favorite dates that we've ever had. So I'm kind of bummed that we can't spend Thanksgiving together. But, oh well. It would be so great if COVID wasn't a thing. I know he would come to the US and then we could have his first Thanksgiving here in the US. Last year was his first Thanksgiving. We had that together, but it was in London. So it would be so great to have him here, but because of COVID, he's not allowed to come into the country right now. It's making me drink. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna edit some videos, eat dinner, maybe watch a little bit of TV. There is a Lizzo episode on David Letterman's Netflix series that I really want to watch, which, oh my gosh, I have to say, you need to watch the Kim Kardashian episode of the David Letterman Netflix show. You have to watch it. It's so good. I laughed, I cried. She talks about when she was attacked and robbed, but really attacked in Paris. And she talked about literally everything that you have questions about, she talks about. And it was deep. It's Sunday morning and extremely windy, so I am walking to the Wharf, the same area where I picked up dinner last night, to get some Sunday morning breakfast. There is a donut place, District Donuts, that I always forget about, that I've never gone to it in this location because it's kind of tucked away. So I'm gonna get breakfast there. I spent the morning FaceTiming my boyfriend in London. Obviously, because of the time change, we have to take advantage of when we can talk to each other, so that was really great. The Grill, that is an amazing restaurant. It's so fun inside. They have the most beautiful wallpaper, and the menu's great, drinks are great, highly recommend. See what I mean? It is really tucked behind here. District Donuts is usually busy, it was empty in there, but it's one, Washingtonians stay inside on Sundays usually. The streets are basically empty on Sundays. It's actually really peaceful and nice, and it's raining, and Washingtonians really stay inside when it's raining a lot too, so it's a lazy Sunday, but it's usually really busy. It's really popular. Aren't they gorgeous? So from District Donuts, I got an apple strudel type one, and apparently there are chunks of apple in there, a pumpkin cheesecake, and then brown sugar. I'm very excited about it, and they look so cute. This is the best creamer I have ever had. It's an oat milk creamer. It's the oatmeal cookie version, and it is so good. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and I just love living in DC so much because I was stopped at a red light right next to the White House. I drove past the Washington Memorial, Lincoln Memorial, World War II Memorial, saw beautiful leaves, just literally drove past Georgetown, to do like an everyday thing, like go to the doctor. And now I'm in Cap Hill, and it's beautiful. I'm in Cap Hill right now, and as you could probably defer from the name, that means it's a more original, older area. So it is a bit older, but it is full of DC charm. Like if you want a real DC experience, you have to come here. It's full of shops, and on the weekends they have the Eastern Market, which is really fun. It's a great weekend thing to get like brunch somewhere here. Go to Eastern Market. Have a really relaxed time. There's tons of DC classics here. Highly recommend. This is what I walked over here for. The best chai latte ever. I have my cute little dog in her favorite spot. I have my beautiful apartment. Even though it's a little bit of a mess, I'm just so happy. Like, I love my life. I love DC. I love my work. I love my home. I love that I had a weekend all to myself to do exactly what I wanted in the city. I just feel so content and grateful. And I'm thankful for everyone who's helped me, and I'm thankful for all of the opportunities that opened before me and the opportunities that I kind of created. But at the same time, everything I have now inspires me to keep going. Like, I don't feel pressure, and I don't feel greedy. I just feel like I'm only 25 and this is how good life is. Like, it's gonna get better. I'm determined for that to be the case, and just very grateful. That restaurant that I went to, it's actually pronounced Tatte, like latte. There was a huge debate about that in the socially distanced line to get in, but it was really, really amazing. I felt like I was like at brunch in New York City for a few hours. They have lots of great protocol in place to keep everyone safe, so I highly, highly recommend. It's new to the neighborhood, so we want them to do well. Please excuse my pre-travel look. I'm actually in Florida now. I forgot to film an outro in DC. Florida is where my company Trades of Hope's offices are, so I'm here to work a little bit and leave my dog Ember with my family. But I'm just so thankful for my time in DC, and as you know, I'm trying to make the most of it, and so I hope this helps you, whether you live in DC, want to live in DC, or even just help you make the most of wherever you are and whatever season you're in. Like I said, that's so, so important. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video only if you liked it. Leave a comment below if you like something, if you'd like to see more or something similar. I'm planning in the new year to maybe step up doing weekly vlogs. I think it would be much more manageable for me to do it consistently instead of trying to film and edit in a weekend. Let me know if that's something that you want, and I will see you soon.